Hello students, how are you? I'm sorry that day before yesterday, I think that on Saturday, I tried to upload a video which was related to basic principles of designing a curriculum, and due to some technical problems, I could not upload it properly. I tried it a lot, and lastly I decided to send some lesson which is based on simply type text. Today I'll try my best. I think that because of length of that video I could not upload. I think because it was altogether for 40 minutes, and it may possible that because I'm uh, doing these all jobs with my iPhone directly, and I haven't any other kind of equipments like projector or some kind of the camera and etc. So it may possible that due to that I'm not be able to do more, but in limited sources, whatever we can do, we'll do our best. Another thing that principal ma'am also asked me that I have to give some slides before continue the lesson. So again I'm cutting sorry figure because I don't know how I can put slides in my iPhone and on the same time I can give voice also, or I can picturize it in a two different ways. I don't know and I have this way only. I think that it's must once we have to understand the things properly, we have to discuss about it, and you are free to ask me on my email or my WhatsApp if any question you have in your mind. So let me start today's topic, and again I would like to come on the same topic which I left incomplete on Saturday, and that was the basic principles of designing a curriculum. Well, we are talking about the commerce, and naturally, as I told in my first video, that whenever we are designing curriculum, we should have some different facts in our brain, that what kind of the society we have, what's our national policies, what's our constitution, what kind of cultural and social background we have, what kind of the society we have, and according to that we have to design a curriculum which can fulfill the basic needs of that society. And this is basic thing, I think. So 5-6 different kind of principles are there naturally, which you have to have in our mind whenever we are going to design a curriculum for any discipline. It may be commerce, or maybe for the pure sciences, or maybe for social sciences and blah blah. Well, here we will discuss about commerce only, and as we had discussed previously, that commerce had two different things in its criteria. One is transaction and another one is supporting services. Transaction is simply kind of business, which may be the sole proprietorship, which may be the partnership, which may be the company, or in any other form. We can transact the thing, we can sell the things, we can purchase the things. One seller will be there naturally, one purchaser will be there. It may be domestic, it may be international. And other all supporting services which support this transaction is called commerce. Like banking is there, insurance is there, transportation is there, warehousing is there, other kind of the infrastructures are there. So when we are designing the curriculum, then a part of this, that we are going to throw this matter toward the students, we have to have a basic principle in our brain, and that is a curriculum must be balanced. This is the first priority, first principle of designing any curriculum. It must be balanced. Balanced in what sense? In fact, we are going to promote them intellectually. One thing here I would like to clear to all of you. We are not throwing the bundle of informations towards the students. It must not be the boring and kind of rote learning material, but it must be promote them intellectually. We must touch the intellectuality of student and try to promote it. Means we have to give those all things in our syllabus, in our curriculum, which give a intellectual push to our children. Because our basic aim is not simply provide the information to the student. The student can gain information from anywhere. There are a lot of resources in this 21st century we have, and a student can get it. But on the same time, we have to put in our mind that we have to design a balanced curriculum which promote the intellectuality, which promote the moral, which promote the spiritual qualities of the student, which develop a aesthetic science in the student, which develop a kind of creativity in the students, which develop students physically and emotionally in both ground. And this is the first thing. And naturally, because a lot of factors are there, we are inculcate intellectuality, we are inculcate moral, we are inculcate spirituality, we are inculcating the aesthetic science, creativity, and emotional and physical development. All things are there. But the basic principle is there that there should be a balance. We should give the data, we should give the matter, we should give the text, we should give the material in curriculum, or we should design the units according to this, which can develop the students on these 4-5 factors. We have to give more and more analytical things in our curriculum. Some practical examples, some practical life example, the real examples from the commerce and trade world of today's life. So we can promote a kind of intellectuality there. If suppose we have you know very well that we have some sessionals also to write down or to sketch the life of any good businessman, and naturally you have completed that session also. So what's the objective behind that? Why do we want to sketch the life of a businessman? Because businessman is also man, but he has done something different, that now he is typo. And this is basic thing. The people who are going to learn the commerce, the children who are going to learn the commerce, they have to understand it, that to become a good businessman, we should have these kind of guts. And naturally, this provides a kind of intellectual support to our students. It gives a space to think that what we have to do new. So our syllabus or our curriculum must be developed intellectuality in the students. That's basic thing. Then we have to develop high morale, because we are preparing on the whole good citizen through education. So whether it may be commerce, or whether it may be pure science, or whether it may be the art subjects or fine arts, we have to think that high moral values can be developed through that curriculum. We have to give those examples by which they can develop themselves morally. What is the moral foundation of a good businessman? What is the moral foundation of a commercial service? Suppose if we are going to think about banking, then what are the functions of bank? What functions are there given by bank to common man, to poor people, to those who want to earn money, invest money, those who want to start their any entrepreneurship, or if they are going to do something for the startup, then how bank can help them? This is morality, simply. Because when we are going to serve the banking sector, we should have these all things in our brain, and we can help the children, or we can help the people to do something good in that area. So through this curriculum, we have to provide some moral values also. Then spirituality is another thing, and that's needed, I think, because spiritual values are the most important value. Because on the whole, the aim of education is very set. It's very clear that we want to develop the students, we want to develop their spirituality in that sense that they can become the part of not only good society, or they can serve the society in a proper way. On the same time, they can develop their inner sense also, for which they are human being. Otherwise, if we are simply learn something to earn bread and butter, then naturally it's not a highest achievement or ecstasy, and we have to take the student from normal joy to ecstasy. And to reach to the ecstasy, a student must develop spiritually. So before designing of any curriculum, we should have this thing in our brain that we must develop them spiritually also. And kind of aesthetic sense should be there. What's right, what's wrong, what's beauty, what's journey, what's life, what's the aim of life, what's nature, what's the environment, how to protect it, how to protect the human race, how to protect the Homo sapiens, and how to protect the earth, how to protect even universe. These all kind of the things should be there. A kind of clear and beautiful vision may be developed through a good curriculum. So we have to have it in the brain, when in our mind, when we are going to develop a curriculum. Then naturally we have to develop the creativeness, because creativity is only the way by which a student can learn more, student can do more, they can solve the problems properly, they can get some new answers by their analysis, by their logistic, by their learning by doing, and etc., by their experiences. So we have to develop the creativity also in the students through curriculum. It's one of the good principles. And naturally emotional and physical development is very normal thing, that we have to develop them emotionally or physically, because if as Vivekananda told, that in a good physique or a strong physique we have a good mind or strong mind. So physically and mentally we have to develop the strength that much strongly, then they can face the things, they can face the waves which are there, they can face the zigzag which is there in the life, and they can do the good. So this is the first principle of learning, first principle of developing a good curriculum, and that is that curriculum must be balanced. Okay, I'm stopping this video here because on the same last time which I got the problem, and I think that video was long, so I was not be able to upload. So I'm stopping this video here, and on the second principle soon I'll upload one more video. Have a nice day. Thank you.